please learn this stuff. This really isn't an accident what's going on here. If you want to be short US dollars, are you going to be shorting down at the bottom end of the range there? Probably not. You're probably going to want to hunt. Can I get short off of that original market structure top from back in, I guess, late 2016, early 2017? And gee whiz, what a coincidence. It's going to be right smack dab in the middle of the reload zone. It almost even looks to me like on your chart, there's some gaps up there that could be filled in. And big fat round number, that 100 is going to act as a almost like a magnet. And the interesting thing about this too is the US dollar, if it's going up, that's a sign that the global economy is shrinking. Well, that's again exactly what these trade wars do. We say, oh, well, we're unique. This time it's different. Well, actually, ironically enough, at the end of the last fear cycle, US dollar did exactly the same thing. How ironic, eh?
12 years later.
That story stays exactly the same, and it will be the same now until probably about 2035. The question ultimately is, how high does this crazy ass thing go? So, I guess the point that I would just make here is I'm feeling psychologically vindicated by what I'm seeing in the marketplace, which is, we actually joke for the level oneers. We say that, fundamentalists, they often have to sit there on their fundamental idea forever, waiting for the market to finally catch up to their fundamental sort of picture. Well, I get the impression that's what's happening now for good old Brian. So go figure. So interesting to see US dollar index, and I think this continues. I don't see any reason why it would stop. Looks like we're coming up into a bit of a short-term pivot objective. Not really any major sell signals, although I would say that Willie is actually stupidly overbought, so you can't chase this now. And then as I sort of drew out on that tweet, I still think that actually we're heading up into this 118 area, A, B, C, D. And I don't see any change. I think what happens is the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to continue raising interest rates. So the 4669 here was tagged. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some back and forth. But interestingly enough, do you see this huge W? I never even drew the 2.618 off of that. So what the hell is that going to give us as a target? I got a funny feeling 2.618 is up in this area. And probably what they're doing is they're going to go after these highs here. That's what I think is going on. So I wouldn't be surprised. We zip up to here into these levels, maybe tag that level, I don't know, somewhere up in that area. And then, believe it or not, this actually happens. And this is actually going to be the other side of this 22-23 Benner cycle. So here's 22-23. We rally up into that peak about probably middle of next year, I think we've said. The market should sort of, okay, we've raised interest rates enough. We're not going to raise interest rates anymore, blah, blah, blah. And we actually go through a period where you see a substantial counter trend rally in all the European currencies and all the commodity country currencies as we sort of, move beyond this interest rate rising cycle.